For all verified facts, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get the latest updates.
You need to first figure out where the production facilities are. So, if the production is happening in India, then these might be hubs like Pune or Hyderabad, where a lot of vaccine production already happens. Since this is where the production will be happening, then you need to transport vaccines in a secure way, which obviously means that you need to maintain a storage temperature. Now, each vaccine has its own peculiar storage temperature, so you want to ensure that storage temperature is maintained and you're transporting these vaccines in a timely way across the country. That will require probably you to work with cargo logistics. It might be air transfer, etc., and ensuring that these vaccines reach storage depots for vaccines, or storage centers for vaccines, which might be located at the state level or at the district level. Beyond that, then you have to transfer these from the district level or the state level to frontline facilities. So right up to either a sub center, a primary health center, or a community health center, or an Anganwadi, depending on whatever would be the facility where delivery would happen. In terms of the actual immunization, you need to keep transporting these vaccines down that chain in a secure manner. And in some areas which are remote in India, we know that this might mean taking this in an ice box with if the storage temperature can be maintained across rivers, into remote areas, etc. And that is something which is already done to some extent for vaccines like polio, for the other universal immunization program vaccines. If there is any loophole, or there is an exposure to a high temperature for a protracted period of time, etc., then the vaccine viability could get impacted, which means that the vaccine would be not effective when given to a person. And you also need to ensure that you have a monitoring mechanism in place. So temperature monitoring, ensuring that there is a way to find out if the batch has been stable, it has not been spoiled because of any variation of temperature. Then finally ensuring that delivery is happening, you're tracking how many doses are being used. Because in this vaccination program, you'll probably need booster doses or a second dose beyond the first dose. Then you will also need to ensure that this is followed up on, that individuals who are being vaccinated are also being given a second dose at specific times. The number of vaccines which will need to be transferred will probably be higher, which means the logistics will be a bit more complex. And hence you need to enhance your cold chain, you need to enhance your transport mechanisms. You have so many remote areas. You also need to make sure that you take the vaccine to all parts of India. And as you know, we have remote terrains right from mountains all the way to islands like Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, etc. And you need to ensure that you reach all parts of India while maintaining the viability of the vaccine, while not in any way, losing track of the fact that the cold chain needs to be secure. This also means that you have to, factor in issues like temperature variations. You have to factor in challenges around electricity, not being available sometimes in certain areas. If you have electricity cuts, so should you have backup available? Is that already planned for? Because even a few hours without electricity could potentially put the viability of the vaccine at risk.